God made a rule for Israel in the Old Testament. If a man took a woman's virginity, he had to take care of her for life. Think about the girl that you took her virginity away from her, and she shed her blood when you broke her hymen on you, and you made that blood covenant. And then, girls, the guy that took your virginity, you would be with him. Who would you be with? That's insane to think about because, like, life would be different. This is if we lived in the old biblical times, and thank God we don't. You know why? Because it says that if a woman in the Old Testament, if a woman gave up her virginity outside of marriage, she was to be killed. My God, will we have a shortage of women in this world in today's time? I think half of America's population, if not probably 80% of America's population, would be, and I'm being nice, would probably get murdered on spot because of how many girls nowadays are doing quick hookups, on how many girls nowadays are bending to these men, and how many men nowadays are thinking that they could just sleep with whoever and just figure it out, but are still wondering why can't they find the right husband? Why can't they find the right woman? Well, because you're giving up the most sacred thing that you have, the most beautiful gift that you have, which is sex. And that's why you're missing the mark. You're operating outside the will that God has. And remember, guys, we always talk about it. Your obedience to God isn't to live a boring life. Your obedience to God is to live a protective life. And God doesn't want you just putting your soul and making soul ties with this person and that person and that person. God has one person for you for your salvation, and that is Jesus Christ. And God also has one person for you as your husband and wife